welcome to the Marvel timeline. So first off, we start off with Captain America in 1942, and he becomes Captain America and does World War II missions, and then his best friend Bucky dies on one of them, and he's sad. So then he beats these guys Hydra, and he fights some guy Red Skull, who has the same powers as him, and Red Skull disappears using a stone called the Tesseract. Then he has to crash this plane, and he does, and he dies, and his girlfriend is really sad, Peggy, and he says he's going to dance with her. Then there's a show about her in 1946, and we skip a couple years in the future to 1995, which Captain Marvel happens. Now, Captain Marvel is very, very strong and powerful, but she has no emotions, and she's kind of pointless. Nick Fury's eye gets scratched, and he creates something called the Avengers Initiative based off of Captain Marvel's nickname. Then we skip future, and Iron Man goes, and he's like,
I am Iron Man.
And then he creates a new particle because the arc reactor in his chest isn't working, and it's killing him. Also, Black Widow is in the movie, and you also see Colonel Rhodes steal his suit. Then Hulk smash, then Thor smash, and he smashes something else called the Rainbow Road that can teleport people from different worlds. Then Loki dies, and it's all sad. Captain America doesn't die, though, because he actually was only frozen, and his body has come back to life. Then we go to the Avengers movie, and Loki didn't die either. And he has a new stone called the Mind Stone that can control people's minds. So Nick Fury gets the Avengers team together, and basically the team doesn't jam well in the beginning, and then they do, and then they fight, and they're all the best team. Also, in the end post-credits, you see someone named Thanos. Then Iron Man 3 happens, so then he destroys all his Iron Man suits, he gets the arc reactor out of his chest, all for Pepper so that they can live together, and then he's happy. Then Thor isn't happy, he's depressed because his mom dies. Also, there's a new stone called the Reality Stone that gets introduced. Captain America's happy because Bucky didn't die, but Bucky's mind is all gone rogue, and he's working for Hydra, and Hydra's taking over S.H.I.E.L.D., and you don't know who to trust, and S.H.I.E.L.D. basically kind of gets destroyed, and Bucky is turning his mind to the right side. Then we have Guardians of the Galaxy, and we have a couple people. We have Peter Quill, Gamora, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Drax, and then they're the Guardians of the Galaxy that don't get along, and then they eventually do. Same with the Avengers. Also, there's a Power Stone that makes people really strong, and Thanos is Gamora's father. Then we go to Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and a new Guardian gets introduced, who is maybe Mantis, and they join the Guardians of the Galaxy. Also, Peter Quill's father is a Celestial, a planet. Then Avengers Age of Ultron happens, and this Ultron AI guy is a bad guy. We meet two new mutants, who is Wanda and Quicksilver. Also, we meet somebody named Vision, who is an AI guy that's basically was the replacement of Ultron, but he's strong. Quicksilver dies from bullets, and Wanda's really sad about that. And Hulk leaves because he's depressed that he's Hulk. So then Ant-Man can basically shrink, and he robs people, and he beats Falcon in a fight, and Falcon tells Captain America this because in Civil War, Iron Man tells everybody that they need to take initiative for fighting people, and they say, no, we don't want to take initiative. And then Bucky bombs Black Panther's father, but it wasn't Bucky, so he's getting framed. Wanda and Vision kind of fall in love, and Captain America's like, no, Bucky's good, and Iron Man's like, no, he's not. You have the two teams, and also Spider-Man gets introduced. And then Iron Man realizes that Bucky kills his parents under mind control, so he gets really angry, tries to kill Bucky, but he doesn't, and the team gets broken apart. Then Spider-Man does Spider-Man stuff, and him and Stark have a relationship, and he's about to get the Iron Spider suit. And Stark also proposes to Pepper Potts. Then we meet Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange is basically a sorcerer, and he can just do all this stupid wizardy stuff. And a new stone gets introduced called the Time Stone. Then Black Panther has something called Ibombe. Also, they have vibranium, which Cap Shield is made out of, and it's the strongest metal on planet Earth. Then in Thor, everything goes wrong. Hulk is back, which is nice. His father dies, and Asgard gets destroyed from his sister, and also his hammer gets destroyed by his sister. Then Ant-Man steals some more, and the quantum realm gets introduced. Then Black Widow has a family, and mind control is introduced, which is okay. Then Thanos has collected all the stones, because that was his main mission. He was trying to collect stones. And what he wants to do is kill half of life, so everybody tries to fight Thanos. They kind of lose. Half of life dies because Thor doesn't take the final blow, and then Tom Holland is like, Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark. And then Vision dies, and Wanda's really, really sad. And Ant-Man was supposed to get sucked out of the quantum realm, but now he's stuck inside of it. So everybody is depressed. 5 years later, more depression. And a rat brings Ant-Man back from the quantum realm. And he's like, hey guys, how you doing? He tells them that time travel could be possible, so they go to get the team together, and Hawkeye basically kills people. Tony has a child, and he invents time travel by using Ant-Man's theory. So as they go, they want to get all the stones back. And as they're about, instead of killing Thanos, because they said if you go back in time and kill Thanos, then none of this would have existed. So it create an alternate reality, which means this reality wouldn't be changed, stuff like that. So they go back in time to collect all the stones. And Black Widow dies for the Soul Stone. Hulk snaps his fingers, and he gets half of life back. Then they're all fighting Thanos, and as they're fighting, everybody gets knocked down except for Captain America, and then he's worthy to hold Thor's hammer, because no one else was except for Thor. Captain Marvel gets punched, and then Iron Man is like,
And I am Iron Man.
and then he dies, and it's really sad. Then as everybody's having the funeral, Cap's supposed to go back and put all his stones in the past, and as he does that, he never comes back, and everyone's like, where'd he go? And they realize that he went to go dance with Peggy for the last time. He's back, and he gives the shield to Falcon. Then we go to a show, which is about Wanda and Vision. So Wanda and Vision are more powerful. Also, there's an android Vision that fights Vision and is going to come back, and there's a catchy song. Shang-Chi, there's just martial arts, dragons, and sucking. Spider-Man fights some guy that can create projections using Stark drones. Also, he falls in love with Zendaya, and Nick Fury is using Skrulls, which were in Captain Marvel. Then Falcon and the Winter Soldier happens, and he basically beats the government with a political speech. Zemo comes back for a dance. And then the Eternals, and basically these people are just really, really strong, and they have to stop Celestials, and it kind of doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. It should be a show. Also, all the Spider-Mans come into the world, and the multiverse gets introduced in Spider-Man No Way Home. Reality gets messed up, and you also meet Venom. Then the Hawkeye show happens, and Black Widow's fam, her younger sister, is like, why'd you kill Black Widow? And he explains to her why she can't. Kingpin is introduced, and some girl named Bishop, who is Hawkeye's new apprentice. And Kingpin dies, but you didn't see it on camera, so he could be alive. Loki basically messes up the timeline and the universe, and there's more Loki variants. Also, the upcoming projects are Doctor Strange 2, Thor 4, Black Panther 2, The Marvels, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Also, Ant-Man 3 and The Fantastic Four. We also have shows as Mrs. Marvel and Moon Knight. And that's everything up to this point. Also, please subscribe, like, and comment for more amazing content for you and your family and your extended family and your friends and your life and also your mom.
What is the name of Thor's hammer?
Mildnajor.
Jonathan?